So today we are going to discuss about trigonometry, right? You know about it, right? You have learned it about it in class 10th, right? So trigonometry is basically based on triangles. Means at least till nowadays you know that it is based on triangles, right? So basically a right angle triangle, and you might have learned about trigonometric functions like sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec, and cot. But the interesting thing about they are nothing without their angle. Okay, so angle is must. Now what is angle? So angle, let's say representing it by theta, and you know that theta, the angle, is represented in degree, right? For example, 45 degree angle, and degree 45 degree. Now in 11th class, what we will do is, first of all, we convert angle degree in some other form, and after that we will study it, right? So why it is so? See, the problem is degree cannot be converted into some equivalent values, right? So it is just in degree, right? If I want to convert this in some particular value, some specific value, so what will be its equivalent value is, so that was a problem, right? So you cannot convert it into some equivalent value. If means like at many places we used to get the value not in degree but in some value, and one thing is in dimensions. In physics of 11th class, you might have learned about units and dimensions, right? And there is something called parallax. So in that, theta is equals to arc upon radius. You might have learned about this, right? Theta is equals to arc upon radius. I guess the parallax method is that. In that, let's see, arc is length, right? And radius is also length, right? And now if you divide them, it is degree-less, means it has no dimension. But in if theta is in degree, then it will have degree as its dimension, right? So that is the problem. So we found out that we must have to convert it into some value, some constant value, right? So that is why we come through a new unit called as radian, right? So it is in degree. So because of that particular problems, we want to convert it into radian, right? So what we did is we come up with a convention. 180 degree is equivalent to a constant value pi, right? You know about pi. So for pi, there is a question: how will you define pi? There is a standard definition of pi. So that is a question for you. Define pi. And if you don't know about it, do comment. So 180 degrees is equals to pi. Now pi is that pi that you know, right? It is 3.14 or 22/7. Now what you can do, you can easily convert it into a standard value, like 180 degrees equals to 3.14. Now if 180 degrees equals to this, then 1 degree can be written as pi upon 180, right? So 1 degree is equivalent to this. So x degree is equals to pi by 180 into x. So this becomes a formula to convert a degree into radian. Okay. Now next thing is, and now what it is, if you want to convert a radian into degree, so it is in radian, right? If there is no degree present in angle, then it is meant to be radian, right? So x degree is equals to pi by 180 into x. And from the same thing, if you take pi from here to here, it will become 180 upon pi degree is equals to 1 radian. Now if you multiply with x, so x radian is equals to 180 upon pi into x. It will be in degree. So this is how you can convert radian into degree. Okay. So the first exercise of your NCRT is all about these all things. We will learn about this also. So x degrees, so this is how you can convert degree into radian and radian into degree. So we are going to discuss about some problems to convert for the conversion purpose. So you remember that in order to convert degree into radian, you have to multiply it by pi by 180. In order to convert radian into degree, you have to multiply it 180 by pi. Okay. So next we have to solve some particular questions, right? So angles are important. You should know about how to deal with angles, and there is when the angles are very large. For example, let's say you have to calculate the value of sine 1700. Then how will you do that? Means you can do it in degree also, but the problem is in degree it will be little bit complex, right? We will discuss some questions how to get the values of very large of means sine 1700 or something very large angles, values of sine or trigonometric functions. Okay, it will be very easy to solve them in if they are converted into a radian, right? So let's do this. Now there is a question. So first of all, some standard which you are already know, like 0 degree. So 0 is multiplied with anything is 0, so it is in degree, and this will be in radian. So this will be 0, right? Next is 30 degree. If 30 degree is multiplied with pi by 180, it will become pi by 6. So 30 degree is pi by 6 in radian. Okay. So 45 degree. 45 degree. So when 45 is multiplied with pi by 180, it will be pi by 4. So 45 degree is this. Now 60 degree. 60 degree when multiplied with pi by 180, it will become pi by 3. 90 degree is pi by 2. And 180 degree, you know that 180 degree is pi, and 360 degree is 2 pi. So this is how you can convert it. Okay, so this is very easy. For example, you have to convert 4500 into radian. So you just multiply it with 180 degree. So 4500 is equals to this. Now this is going to be 0, to cancel out with 0. So 45 450 pi upon 18. So I guess 18 2s are 36. Yeah, 25 pi. So it is equals to 25 pi. Now some very basic things you should know about, right? So 1 degree is actually equals to 60 minutes, right? This dash is written as 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equivalent to 60 seconds, double dash. You can write it 1 degree is equals to 3600 seconds. Okay, so this is something you should know about degree and minutes and seconds. Okay, so some of the questions are like this. Convert 27 degree 180 minute and 1000 let's make it easy, 1800 seconds into radian. So this type of question, right? So the formula is only for when the angles are in degree. So when the angles are degree, you directly multiply it by pi by 180 and you will get radian. But the problem is when they are given in minutes and second also. So what you can do is you just first convert it into degree and then after radian. So how can you do this? 27 degree 180 minute and 180 00 radian is actually equals to 27 degree plus 180 minute plus 1800 second. You can write it like this. Now in order to convert minute, if you want to convert minute into degree, you just divide by 60, right? And if you want to convert seconds into degree, you just divide it by 3600, right? And I think it is understood, right? So 1 degree is equals to 60 minutes. Now 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds, or you can say 1 minute is equals to 1 upon 60 second. So if there is x degree, x minute, then just divide it by 60 and you will get what it is in seconds. So this is 27 degree. It will be as it is, 180 divided by 60. This will get converted to degree, plus 1800 divided by 3600. So this is going to be in degree. So now 27 plus 3 degree plus they will cancel out, and this is 1 upon 2 degree. Now it is 30 degree plus 1 upon 2 degree, which is nothing but 61 by 2 pi s. Right? Now you want to convert it into radian. 61 by 2 into pi by 180. So this is going to be 61 pi by 360. So now this is in radian. So it is in radian. So this is how you can convert it, right? Let's see. I will show you some more examples. So next thing is, so we saw that how to convert an angle which is given in degree into radian, right? Now we have a question that it is in radian and I have to convert it into degree. So how can you do this? So some things are very simple, right? For example, 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is in radian, and this will be in radian, and I have to convert it into degree. So they are very simple. You just 2 pi by 3 multiply with 180 by pi. Pi so pi cancel, 360, 120 degree, right? So they are very simple. 3 pi by, let's say 4. So if you do this, 3 pi by 4 multiply with 180 by pi. But some questions are a little bit tricky. You should know about it. So let's have this 2 pi by 7. Now I have to convert it into degree. So what you can do? 2 pi by 7 into 180 by pi. So pi will cancel out with this. This is going to be 360 upon 7. It is in degree. So what we do is we just not let it in like fractional form. Okay, so degree is not left as in fractional form. So what you have to do, you have to divide it. So the division is interesting, right? So if this type of question arises, so you should know about it. So let's see how to do this. 360, it is in degree, okay, divided by 7. So 7 5 is 35, 1 0, 7 is 7, and 3 just 3. Okay, so now this 3 is a remainder and it is in degree. Okay, and now you cannot perform further division. So what you have to do, you convert it into minutes, right? So 3 degree is how many minutes? Multiplied by 60. It is 180 minutes. Okay, now again 7 2 ja 14, 4 0, and 7 5 ja 35. And now this 5 is in minute. Okay, so and also when the dividends are in degree, the quotient is also in degree. And now here onward, after this, the dividend is going to be in minute. So the quotient is also going to be in minute. So this is going to be minute. Now as there is no space, I am doing it over here. So 5 minute. So 5 minute is basically equals to multiplied with 60. So that is going to be 300 seconds. Okay. Now perform further division. 7 4 ja 28. 2 is the remainder. 7 2 ja 7. Approximately 7 2 ja 14. So 6. Now just left it over here, right? So because 42 degrees very 42 seconds is going to be very small, so you can just leave it over here. So this is actually equals to 51 degree 25 minute and 42 second, right? You not need to have further evaluation, right? You don't have to evaluate it further. You can just left it over here. So this is how you have to do some questions on this. So this type of question are really interesting and they are important. So they can ask if there is some question, they can ask it over here, right? Now there will be some more interesting questions. For example, minus 2 pi by, let's say, 15. Okay, so you have to do this. Now this angle is given in minus sign, right? So how you will evaluate it, and what do you mean by negative angle? So you know about the angles and they are generally in positive, and so if the angles are given in negative, what do you mean by it? So negative angle is basically just and the measurement of angle in reverse. Okay, so whenever negative or positive appear, it is generally because of directions. Okay, so I will show you. So minus 2 pi by 15. So you just don't have to do anything. You just multiply it by 180 by pi. So this will cancel out with this, and this is going to be 280 minus 360 divided by 15. So 15 to the 30, 54. So minus 24 degree. It is minus 24 degree only. Okay, so that's it. Now, so angle is basically, angles are basically means measured in clockwise direction. Okay, sorry, anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so see this. For example, 30 degree. So you know that. So it is your Cartesian plane. Now 30 degree is this, and we will always start from here, right? So let's say this is 30 degree. So this will be positive, and angles are always measured in anti-clockwise direction. Remember it, not clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction. This is anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and now how will you show minus 30 degree? So minus 30 degree is just clockwise direction. So this is minus 30 degree. So this is how you represent 30 degree and minus 30 degree on Cartesian plane. So this is what it means for minus 30 degree. So there is an interesting question. For example, this 25 degree 135 second, and let's say 900 second. Okay, so 25 degree 135 35 minute and 900 seconds. So what you have to do is you have to convert this into radian. So what it is minus is, so see carefully, minus 25 degree 135 minutes and 900 seconds. It is like this, minus, keep minus over here, 25 degree plus 135 minute plus 900 second, right? So this is how you have to do it. Now minus is here, it is 25 degree plus 135 divided by 60 plus 900 divided by 3600. These all are in degree. These all are in degree. In order to convert minutes into degree, you have to divide it by 60. In order to convert seconds into degree, you have to divide it by 3600. Okay, so this is going to be minus of 25 degree plus you can do this. This is 15 4 and 15 and 9 by 4. It is in degree, and this is 1 upon 4. Right, 900 upon 3600. It is 1 upon 4. So 10 upon 4. 10 upon 4. Okay, you can do this. Okay, this is very simple. So 10 upon 4 is 5.2. So 5.2 is 25. So 27 by minus 27.5 degree. I guess this will be the evaluation. Okay, you can do anyway. You can do this by yourself. So this is how conversion of degree and radian take place. So it is possible they can ask you on one marks question, and these are the very basic things. Yeah? Okay, so like this, clockwise and anti-clockwise. So I think I should write it over here. So you better copy it. Okay, so I'm just writing it over here. So remember that angles are always measured in anti-clockwise direction. Always keep in mind. Okay. Now